I can't even lie. Like, this episode of Dragon Ball Super, I feel as though, honestly, what Piccolo did, first of all, the homage to the original time that he did it against Nappa or whatever, when he saved Gohan and jumped in front of that, that was just in and of itself awesome. But it honestly made me feel like at the end of the day, Gohan's real father is Piccolo. That's the dude that always will go down, and he did it again, sacrificing himself. Ultimately, I mean, let's be honest, it's Dragon Ball Z. He's not going to be dead for good or whatever, unless it's like we go to GT, then maybe. But just seeing that, it was honestly priceless. And I honestly felt like, holy shit, the bond that they have is truly, it's real. It wasn't just a spur of the moment shit. Like, that is what I feel, to be honest with you. Gohan's real father is Piccolo. Because just because it's not DNA or whatever, the person that cares for you and does insane shit like that over and over. And don't get me wrong, Goku has done it too, but just their bond is something else. So honestly, a lot of things about this episode, I will definitely say, did it better than the movie. The way they handled Gohan in this particular episode, granted he was getting the work done by Tagoma in the beginning or whatever, but once he went Super Saiyan, him kicking his ass and shit like that, it gave Gohan some brownie points. It doesn't completely make up for a lot of the bullshit, but a lot of what Gohan did in this episode was fucking awesome, and it was really good for his character. I mean, between him fighting against Tagoma, Super Saiyan kicking his ass in a couple blows, and then all the torture that he sustained and still kept on standing strong from Frieza, the blast and everything, I was like, yeah, Gohan, you got some brownie points, bro. And then the return of Captain Ginyu, I mean, that was unexpected. And again, I think they added a lot of nice little bonuses and stuff like that to the TV series that the anime movie didn't have, obviously. And it's just like, it did it a lot better. Having Tagoma have that level of power makes up for the bullshit of the two fighters, or that main fighter that Piccolo fought in the movie or whatever. Just the way they changed it up and everything, and having the character development of Tagoma that, you know, he trained and he had a body of steel because he got fucked up by Frieza every day. That's awesome. That made it like credible that the Z Warriors have somebody that they gotta fight other than Frieza, and it makes a little more sense. Because in the movie it was just them fighting fodder for, you know, long ass time, and then the few warriors that were strong, they were like Zarbon level, but they were somehow taking out Piccolo and shit like that. What was done with Tagoma and Captain Ginyu's return and everything, much better. The return of Gotenks was cool, definitely short, and to be honest with you, one of the things that I was looking at it is like, if they would have come, did fusion right there in front of Frieza, and went Super Saiyan 3, I think they could have taken out Tagoma. Because if Gohan going Super Saiyan, he still doesn't have all his powers. He's not Mystic or Ultimate Gohan anymore, anything like that. And he was able to take on Captain Tagoma, Captain Ginyu or whatever. I think Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 could have done it. And very, very quick. Because it looks like Goten and Trunks still somewhat keep up with their training, so they not anything like Gohan where he can't access his power anymore. They probably still could manage even something stronger than what they had. Maybe they could actually be even stronger as Super Saiyan 3. But I guess it was jokes when they crash into his nuts or whatever. I just wish we would have had more Gotenks. I love Gotenks, and I would have liked more. And you notice with Frieza, he is forever traumatized by the Super Saiyan look. Like, when he saw Goten at first and stuff like that, he was like, yeah, whatever. But when he saw Gohan go Super Saiyan, there was something about that he's traumatized. He has some fucking post-traumatic stress disorder from Super Saiyans. And the Piccolo sacrifice was amazing, but to be honest with you, the one thing I gotta say about it is, where's the blood, bro? Like, I hope on the Blu-rays and DVDs they have some blood. I mean, come on. We went from the old Dragon Ball days where Piccolo had red blood to Dragon Ball Z and Kai, he had purple blood, to, oh shit, he has no blood now. What the fuck? And getting more of that Goku and Vegeta training, making up for all this shit where I was thinking like, oh my gosh, are they gonna just come unprepared like what they talk shit about Frieza in the movie? No, they've had great time to prepare, and then that fake hyperbolic time chamber shit like that, so they already got the God Key, and when they show up, they're gonna be strong as fuck, so it was good on that aspect. And to be honest with you, I feel as though if this was original Dragon Ball Z, well, you know, Dragon Ball, the Z portions of it, the later half with Gohan or whatever, I think that this episode would have followed by Gohan being the star. But since Toriyama already threw out that idea of Gohan one day surpassing his father and everything, that's why it's going to take next episode for Goku and Vegeta to show up and take out Ginyu and Frieza and all that other shit. But I really would have liked for the following episode to be Gohan goes insane, maybe even goes Super Saiyan 3 and has a decent fight with Frieza. Like, because base form Frieza is fucking him up. I would have liked at least for Frieza to go maybe his normal, you know, final form before he goes golden or whatever, and Frieza and Gohan have a little bout or something like that. That would have been nice, but again, Frieza's out of this world, and Gohan has been dwarfed down in power. Even if he didn't train, I mean, how much could it have regressed? You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, the little nitpicks I did have doesn't amount to how awesome this episode was. What they did with Tagoma, Captain Ginyu's return, throwing a little Gotenks in there, Gohan actually beating up Captain Ginyu, and at the same time sustaining all that damage from Frieza, gave some brownie points to Gohan's character. Definitely did a good job on that. Also, having a credible antagonist besides Frieza, the training with Goku and Vegeta, like, it just did a lot of good things with this episode. This was a very good to a great. I'm gonna say 8.5 to a 9 for this episode. Like, really good stuff, and again, it outdid the movie in many aspects, which I didn't think the TV series would be able to do, but it did it. But let me know what you guys think. Did you feel them feels when Piccolo jumped in the way yet again, symbolic of the first time he did it to save Gohan? And how did you feel about Genyu's return? Honestly, it didn't expect the TV series to ever do something like that, so yeah, they're making some good moves. And your overall thoughts, but thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more videos, make sure to subscribe. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.